Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and I have been asked by Rachel from RachandBella Crafts to be a part of their Bee Summer Inspired collaboration. Now, this one is a different one than anything I've ever done before, so who knows what we all will come up with. Each person has a letter, and you have to make something, or she asks you to make something that begins with that letter. So my letter is A. She started me at the beginning again. One of these days she's going to learn. She might not ought to put me at the beginning. But anyway, I am the A. And so I have letter like adventure, aquatic, antique, artistic, altered, ATC, things like that. I know that Melina has K. And she told me today, she said, Mom, I have no idea what I'm going to make. But hers is kayaking, kite flying, kiss, kingfisher, kaleidoscope, craft paper, and keepsake. So she could do something with that or something with another K. But as you can see, this is not the sheet that has everybody's names out beside their letters, but I will have a list below that will have everybody's name on it, their YouTube channel and everything. So I would like for you to go over and subscribe to every one of these. There is going to be a giveaway. Rachel is going to be giving away some things, and she will tell you more about that on her video. And I think actually she did her video yesterday. This is Tuesday the 15th when this one will go up, and I think Rachel did the intro yesterday. So I'll link her channel. Make sure you go back and check that out so you know how you can be entered in the giveaway, all of that kind of stuff. I also know that you need to use, if you plan on doing any of this with us, you can use the hashtag #BeSummerInspired, and then we can see what you have done. Also, she has graciously given us access to, I think it's 3 of her kits. And I'm not going to show each and every page. You'll see a lot of it when I go through working on this. But I'm just going to flip through some of them real quick. This one is called Nanna's Roses, I believe. Or Nanna's Roses. And I'm just going to flip through it. Like I said, everybody is going to be using these kits. So I'm just showing you real quick. Now you can pick these kits up either on her Etsy store, or I think she does have them on her Ko-fi. I don't know how that's pronounced. K-O-F-I, I think. And I think they're over there as well. If you're a member, you can get them at a little bit of a discounted price. I think that's the way it is, if I read all the information correctly. And you know me, sometimes I read the information real fast. And then I forget half of it. So that one is like Nanna's Roses, and it is absolutely gorgeous. They are all in this similar style, so you can mix and match these kits. Now let's do that ephemera last. This one is Summer, Sounds of Summer ephemera. Isn't that pretty? It's just gorgeous. And cutouts. And then we've got lots of summer words there. Let's see, I think this was actually the ephemera that went to that Nanna's Roses. So let's go ahead and get it real quick. Yes, look at that, isn't it cute? They're so pretty. And there's so much to work with in these kits. I don't know if I'll ever be able to use all of them. She gives you your money's worth, that's for sure. Look at that. This one is called Sounds of Summer. That other one was called Sounds of Summer, wasn't it? No, that was the ephemera pack. This is the Sounds of Summer digital kit. Look at the little doggy. And of course, you know I love that. The lighthouse. And they're printing up very vibrant. Love that. And I know I'm going pretty fast, but like I said, everybody will be showing these kits. So if you just watch all of the videos, you'll get to see all of the kits in their entirety, I'm sure. Because with all of this to choose from, I'm sure we're not going to all be using the same kit. This one is Truly Blue Fussy Cuts. You know I needed birds, so guess what? I got more birds now. I just have to get around to cutting them out. When I have time, when I have a moment. Look at that. Gorgeous. Okay, and then this one is Truly Blue Background. Rachel, you did such a good job on these kits. Now, I printed mine full, no borders, so therefore some of mine cuts off when I do that. But you don't have to do that, and yours won't cut off. I just don't like trimming that little white edge around all of them. That's why I do it, because I'm lazy. So, Truly Blue Background, and I print mine with no borders on my paper, so therefore a little bit of mine cuts off at the top, but I'd rather do that is to have to trim that little white border around. So, I just, you know, I might lose a little bit here and there, and that's okay with me. I don't mind it. Better than trimming. So if you want yours to make sure that you get every little piece, every little knick-knack on yours, just don't print them with no borders. This is Truly Blue, the kit. Look at this. I don't know which one I want to use. They're all so pretty. I have no clue. The birdie. That's very vibrant, isn't it? And then this has got some ephemera in it. Goes along with it. Really, really pretty. Who knows what I will use. Let's see, that was just some that I accidentally printed the wrong way. So I think that is all of the kits. Now, what I'm going to do is I chose to do an altered project. Because you know me, I like to alter things. So I am going to, let me lay that right there. I am going to take this old file folder, and this was one of those hanging file folders. And I've took out the little wire things that was up here. I'm going to make a journal cover out of this. Now this is pretty big. It is 8 1/4 by 11 3/4. So we do want to have it a little bit smaller, because 6 inches is about as wide as I like to go. But I could always make a larger spine on this, since it's got all of these little pieces here that I could fold. So why don't we, let's see if I can do this. I'm going to have to use my little thing here and fold it up, I think. Maybe I can just do that. I'm going to try to fold on one of those little lines that they have there that comes from the manufacturer. Make my spine a little bit larger, maybe. Then we could put 2 signatures in here. See, there's the factory one there, and here's another one. So let's do that. We'll see how big it is. I may have to change, but we'll look at it. Now, if I seem a little wired, it's not that I've had a ton of caffeine. It's just that I've had people in and out all day. And when people come in and out and I have to talk a lot, the more I talk, the more wired up I get. So, that's just me. Alright, I'm just going to do it like that for now. You can see I've got now 1, 2, 3, 4 of those little lines folded up there. You can see that. So there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think they're 1/4 of an inch apart. So that should make it a full inch spine. Yes, it does. So we have an inch spine, and I'm going to go ahead with my pencil just so that I know where my spine is. I'm going to go ahead and mark that. And then I'm going to mark this one. And that'll just help my old tired eyes see. So we're going to measure from here out, and I want 6 inches basically. So there's 6 right there. And do the same up here. 6 and 6. Okay. And let's just go ahead and do it down here just so that I maybe won't get it too crooked. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put my ruler there. And I want to fold up again because I want to have a little inside fold here. Instead of cutting that off and wasting it, we will just have a little inside tuck place. Make sure we get it pretty straight. Alright, and you're going to do the same thing on this side. So I'm going to mark the 6. Mark 6. And 6 again. And you could probably just fold it up if you're good at folding, but you know how crooked I go. So that's why I am measuring mine out. I don't think I got something right. Now, let's try that. That looks much better. So we're just going to fold that up. And that just helps break a little of those fibers so it's easier for me to fold over. And that looks really crooked, that right there, doesn't it? Okay, this little piece right here is cut crooked. I know you can see that, so I'm going to try to straighten it up because I'm not getting a correct fold if I don't. So let's just try to get it straighter. Straighter-ish. Maybe, just maybe, that will look better. Yeah, I think that's better. Let's go ahead and burnish that down. Now, we have something that looks like that. Now, I know this is taller than 9 inches, and 9 inches is usually about what I make, how tall I make my journals. So I can either leave it like it is, or I can trim it off. So I think I want to trim it off some. I don't really want a journal that's that tall. Even though her papers, she did her papers in both directions, so they would work. But I just don't want it that tall, I don't think. So I think I'll trim it. And the reason I say I think is, I don't know. I may fold it up. I don't know, I'm thinking. So if we fold that up, then we're going to have a pocket at the bottom and some tucks on the side. Alright, I'm going to try it, and if we can't use it, I can always trim it off. So why not try it first? See how when you don't use your ruler, you get those little bumps and clumps there? Maybe it's straight. Okay, let's look at that. Let's take a look at it and see what we think. Here's my spine. Okay, I don't mind that being folded up, but I am going to cut off this little part right here because that's just going to get in our way. Okay, now that will fold like that. And I don't mind that. I don't think I mind that at all. And then when we fold it up this way, we're going to get a little wrinkle right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on the inside of that score line and I'm going to trim that off just slightly. Just so I can't see it when I fold it up. Now let's try that. Yeah, that keeps them in. And this thing is tough, I'm telling you. Not easy. Not as easy to cut. It's not hard. It's just not as easy. Now I think I'll also cut right here and cut that out because that's just going to be extra bulk. You know what? I'm not going to cut that out, I don't think. I think I'm just going to get a piece of chipboard and run it down through there. Okay, I've cut a little piece of chipboard and it's just a little bit less than 1 inch than what my spine is. We're going to put that down. And this is just to make this a little bit stiffer and give it a little bit more, I guess, strength and foundation, because we'll stitch our signatures in here. Ugh, threw that all over the place, didn't I? And let's see. Let me think a minute. I need to glue this down first. Now I will tell you that these file folders like this, these hanging folders, they're not as easy to glue as other things are, but you can do it. You just have to put a good glue on there and keep rubbing on it for a while. Okay, put that right down through there. Just want to make sure that it'll still fold up, and it does both ways. Okay, no problem there, looks like. So then we'll press it down well. There we go. Alright, now that just strengthened our spine, and then, you know, that little one in the middle kept wanting to fold in, so that'll just take care of that. And we can put those on the inside or outside, and I think I want those on the inside, like that. I think what we'll do now is cover the front, and then we'll cover the inside. So I'm just going to grab paper that which I like all of them, but paper that I want to use on here. And I am thinking I'm going to go down to the Nanna's or Nanna's. I love that. I love this paper. Which, like I said, I like all of them, but I love it. Let's see. I was looking at that one a little while ago. It's either not going to be big enough, or I'm going to have to leave some of the green showing around. Okay, we're going to change up here. A lot of these she made where you can use them either way. You can use them like this, and then she made it again maybe like that. So I think I'll use one of these. I think this one's out of the maybe Sounds of Summer. I don't want to cut the girl in two, but I do want to see my flower. And I will see part of it there, so that'll work. We'll do that right there. So I'm going to cut this off, and I'm just going to mark where I'm going to cut it. I'll cut it off there, and then we'll trim it the other direction. I think that will look good on the front. Oh, it is going to take part of my flower, but oh well. I can print it again. I can use that for a belly band. So then let's go, what did I do the other 9 inches? Isn't that going to be cute? think 9 inches. And I may have just a tiny bit of this green file folder showing around, and that's okay if I do. I don't mind that. Okay. That can be used. Alright, we have our front cover right there. Now, you could have left this full width and then folded it around if you want, but I didn't want to add more bulk to this side, so I didn't do that. I'm just going to cover the inside, but I love that. Now, as you know, I am going to ink, so I will probably cut my inking out because I know all of you know how I ink. Alright, I am going to use my PVA glue. Oh, if I can get the top off of it. There we go. And I just like to use it because I can use my paintbrush and kind of paint it on. It doesn't dry quite as quick as the art glitter glue does. So it gives me a little bit of time. Alright, now let's see if we can find something to spread it with. Now I will put lace on the spine, so I'm not worried about getting the glue over there if I don't need it or anything like that, because I'm going to cover that spine up anyway. Oops, I just slung that one all over. Just try to get a good even coat so that you don't have air bubbles. Now you really want to press this down. Press it very firm. Okay, so that's going to be the front of our journal. Isn't that pretty? I love that. I am glad I had to decide on another paper. Now let's find one for the back. And I think I'll use this one on the back. Let's see, I think I want to get the picture on there. So I'm going to cut it this way. Okay, let me trim this one. Let's put this one down there. I'm going to go ahead and ink. And then we'll put our glue down. Oops. If I can stay on track. I just ran plumb off of the thing. I think we have a nice coat on there. Looks like I might have cut that one just a tiny bit short, but that's okay. We can always put a piece of lace down here or something. Probably went by the wrong mark. So that is the front and the back. And when those dry, I'll make sure that the edges are nice and glued. And if they're not, I can stick my little glue point up in there and glue them again. Now, I ended up getting glue all the way on the inside. Don't ask me how I did that. It's a trick. It's a trick. I have to be very careful to do things like that. I also got a little bit of glue right here, but I can take that off when it dries with my little glue eraser. I had to think about that one. This one I'm going to trim. It's a little bit sticking up there. Made it a little bit long. You know, I either get too short or too long, so. But since we are going to put lace over this anyway, it doesn't matter. I can cover that with lace. That is pretty. I really like that. Now we can either cover the inside or we can work more on the outside. I think I want to start covering in here. Now I'm going to put something here and then something different here. Now I have gone ahead and just cut my pieces for the inside off camera because you guys didn't need to see all of that. Just measured and cut. And I think since I'm putting these smaller pieces down, I'll use my art glitter glue. Hopefully I can get it smoothed out well enough. Because I don't want to have to put my glue on the actual piece itself. Just going to put a good amount on there because I have to slide this down in there, so that's why I didn't want to use the other glue. Maybe this will be a little bit easier. Come on now. Go in there. Be a good boy or girl. Alright, and we're not going to go all the way up to that little edge because we don't want to get a wrinkle in it when we start to fold. And I've got a little wrinkle right here that I need to work out, so let me grab my ruler. There we go. I could have covered these before I actually put everything down, but you know, I'm always thinking backwards. Alright, so I left a gap there. I'm going to put a little bit of lace there anyway, so it's not going to matter. Because I want to cover up that chipboard. Oh, I started to say, oh no, I didn't turn the camera back on. My brother actually came to see me, so I had to turn the camera off and talk to him a while. It's like once in every blue moon that he gets up this way, so. And then again, we're not going to put it right up to the edge of that. Just pretty close, but not all the way up. Alright, I think got all that glued down. Let's make sure that we don't have any wrinkles down in there that's going to hinder tags, and we don't. So now I'm going to put the one on the side because I want to glue it down underneath this piece. So we need to put it down first. I really think this is going to turn out to be a really pretty journal. Of course, her beautiful pages help. I will have those linked below as well, so you can go over and check her Etsy store out. She has some beautiful products over there. There we go, got that. Then we can glue this piece down. Got that on there. Then we shall put this piece on. Just looking and making sure my cutting was somewhat near what it needed to be. You know, it's never perfect, but it's, if I can get it close, I'm happy. That's pretty. I love this paper. I love any paper that is like a mixture like this is. Very pretty. Collaged, I guess is what you could call it. We'll go ahead and glue this down up here. I like, or well, really I love collage paper, but it is not easy to make, believe me. I have made just one collage digital, and it took me forever. I guess once you get more accustomed to it, it's a little bit easier, but I know it's not easy trying to find all of the pieces that, you know, will fit together and kind of go together and that kind of thing, but Rachel did a wonderful job. Okay, we've got that piece down. And then one more piece right here. I just like to double check before I start gluing to make sure that I'm going to get it somewhat near what size it needs to be, because you know me, I will cut on the wrong line if I can. I see marks that are there that are really not there. You guys make sure that you watch the other ladies. There's some very, very talented women in this. I think Kerr is in it again. And of course Rachel and her mom. So there's, and then my daughter, Melanie. And lots of others that I have not even looked at all the names yet. I'm having to do this video a little bit early because I'm leaving tomorrow going out of town, and mine is actually due on the 15th, and I won't be back until the 16th. So I'm filming a little bit early so that I can get it ready and get it up for her. Or for you guys, not necessarily just for her. Little pencil mark right there. Alright, we've got everything covered. Let's just put some glue here. And all of our little pockets closed up. Very, very nice. I like that. That's going to be a nice journal, is it not? I love it. We'll put 2 signatures in it. And then, I'll tell you what else. Let's go ahead and do our lace on the spine and our lace in here. And then, I'll probably let you go after that. And we'll come back and work on it more probably next Thursday when we do our journal Thursday. And we'll start adding some pages because I need to pick out all these pages that I want to use. So let me grab some lace. Now, since we have this beautiful lady on the front, I think it's only fitting that we bring some beautiful lace in, don't you? Let's see if this is going to work. I don't know. This has got a lot of holes in it. But it's so pretty. It won't necessarily cover that spine though. Need something that's a little bit thicker. But that is pretty. And this one I think may be a little bit big. But we'll check it out. Ooh, I don't know. I kind of like that with her. And it's going to cover the spine pretty well. So I think this is the one that we're going to go with. I'm going to trim that one off a little bit more even. Then I'll measure how much I need. And then we shall glue that one down. And I'm using my Fabri-Tac to glue the lace down because Fabri-Tac grabs the lace really quick. But you still have a little bit of room to wiggle things around if you want to. And it's good to glue any type of material. You can use your other glues, but you have to wait on them a while. Don't know what is front and what is back, so we're going to do it this way. And yes, I am covering my little flower up that I said I wanted to keep, but that's okay. We'll use it again on the inside. Just trying to get that straight-ish. Then we'll put glue up here. Let's go ahead and put a little strip down through here. We'll have that lace glued now. I need to run just a little bit out these little pieces, just so they don't flop around. Right, those are going to glue down, and then I'm going to put a piece on the inside, and I'm just going to use this. Oh, isn't that pretty? I'm going to leave that open until that dries, and I absolutely love it. Now when all this dries, see how that's bowing just a little bit, but when everything dries it will flatten out. So that is my altered project. Like I said, we will come back next Thursday and I will continue on this and make, you know, put the signatures in and that kind of thing. But I hope you enjoyed. Make sure that you go down below and you check out all of the other channels. I'm sure you will enjoy each and every video. I'm anxious to see what everybody comes up with for their letter. I'm anxious to see what my daughter comes up with for K. Alright guys, thank you Rachel for inviting me one more time to be part of your collaboration. I have really enjoyed it. I enjoyed making this. So thank you guys so much. We'll talk to you later. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Bye bye.